Good afternoon, everyone. Joe from New York City. How's everything doing? It feels like it's midnight already, and it's only 4 o'clock. The rain is coming, but it's 50 degrees, so we can't complain. That nasty snow is going away. Thank God, it's over with. And I have Sean Browning, as you know, and Evan here with his Yankee cap on. How you doing, Evan? Looks like they're going to sign you up.
Awesome.
But without further ado, why are we all here? Because a great actor is here thanks to Nitin and his sports team and his team. I call him sports team because that's what I like. And he's been a star of Little Big League and Criminal Minds, two of my favorite things that I love to watch. He's a great guy, and so nice of him to come up during this big holiday season. So let's bring him up. And I'm just going to name him John. How you doing, John Mintz? How's it going?
Very good. Thanks for having me, fellas. I appreciate it.
No, well, we got to say that to you. We appreciate you, not the other way around.
Well,
No.
if I tell you I'm in Phoenix and it's 75 right now, you probably won't appreciate me.
Okay, goodbye now. Take care. Nice meeting you. So, first of all, how is your family?
Very good.
How is everybody doing? How was your Christmas? And what's going on for New Year's?
Everybody's doing good, thanks. The wife and I have almost 20 nieces and nephews. So as you can imagine, it makes Christmas Eve quite an adventure. But,
Yes.
everybody seemed happy. You know, you can't go wrong with money. A couple bucks here and there. So that
Can you
worked
adopt
well.
me?
There's a couple more.
What's one more?
There's a couple more on the way. We could probably mix you in and nobody would notice.
There you go. Listen, I cook great. I'm an Italian cook. Let's see what else. I'll clean a little bit. Don't go crazy, and I'll watch the kids.
All right. Well, if you can do some good spaghetti, that would be more than enough.
If the guys get to Evan, I had Nitin, Evan, and some of the crew. Not Sean, because he was in Florida. But I made everybody baked ziti when I met them for the first time a few weeks ago, and they're still alive, thank God.
Oh my, I'm getting hungry
It was a
already.
great experience.
Hey John, if you're ever in New York City, man, look, you got to call us. I'll make you the best chicken parm you ever had in your life.
Thank you. I will. Thank you.
Yeah, you sure will. You come with Nitin and everybody.
In the
So,
summertime.
John, I'm so excited. We are all excited that you decided to come on, and a wonderful time of the year. Tell us a little journey. We're not going to take you back to 5 years old, but when did you turn around and say, "Mom, Dad, or Grandma, Grandpa, whatever, I'm going to be an actor. I'm going to do this." How did that all come about?
Well, it started, I did grow up in just east of Cleveland, Ohio. And actually, my brother ended up being bat boy for the Indians for a couple of years. 1 year he was the visitors, 1 year he was the home team. And we were always into baseball. So that was my first love. And I always wanted to play baseball. So when, in grade school, when they go around the room, what do you want to be? What do you want to be? I said, I want to be a baseball player. So luckily, worked hard at it, had some good breaks, ended up playing for Oakland, Cleveland, and Milwaukee a little bit in their minor league systems. And then once I got out of that, the big question, what am I going to do with the rest of my life? So I moved out to California with a buddy of mine, a comedian named Chuck Booms. So I was just hanging out with him, killing time, trying to figure things out. We would play basketball with a guy that worked for an ad agency. And he said one day they were going to have a commercial for Asics tennis shoes. He goes, why don't you come down? They're going to have a basketball piece in it, dribble around a little bit, meet people, see what you think. So I went over there, dribbled around a little bit in the office. They were amazed. They must be easily amused. They said, hey, you want to do the commercial? I said, yeah, sure. Why not? So I did the commercial. And then while they're doing that, they said, we're going to do a print job too. You want to be in that? I said, yeah, I got nothing else to do. Why not? So when I was doing that, the art director said to me, do you do this all the time? I was like, no. He goes, well, maybe consider it. You got a decent look. Maybe you can make a go of it. So I figured I'd give it a shot. Had a guy on Sunset Boulevard where I got my hair cut, knew an agent, sent me down there. and just kind of started progressing from there. Get a little job here and there, keep improving, get a commercial, get into a movie. So I don't know if there was any point where I said I'm going to do this. It was just I had nothing else to do, and I figured, well, I'll give this a shot and see where it goes, and it ended up going in a good direction.
Wow, that's okay. So and yeah, again, it's got to be so exciting, and I mean, and you got to take this as a huge compliment. You have the actor's look. There's no question about it. And I'm sure you broke a lot of ladies' hearts. I know I could figure that out myself.
Well, my wife's heart. That's all I can say.
Well, there you go. See, you better stay. You better be true with that nice smile.
That's right.
No, but So when you first started, what was your biggest What was your biggest thrill? Were you starstruck? Were you like myself? I mean, when I first interviewed some Yankees, I was starstruck. It was like, oh my God, and I was only like 14 years old at the time. Yeah. But how did you feel? But you're walking on a stage. You're walking into a studio. I mean, I do know what it's like, but tell the people what it feels like, because that's so exciting. I live for that. Yeah.
Well, originally working in the clubhouse, I would help my brother. And at that time, Cleveland had like Gaylord Perry, Sam McDowell, Ray Fosse, those kind of people. So, and then on the visitor side, when he was there for that year, the Yankees had Thurman Munson, that whole crew. So we were, right. I got a Munson story I can tell you off camera, but, that was kind of a prep for that. And then when I was with the A's, I was there in '87 in big league camp when Reggie was there. So
yes, '87, right, his last year.
So I mean, we're teammates, but I mean, it's a trip because I remember watching him in the World Series hitting the home runs, and it's Reggie. I mean, it's it was hard to kind of get over that mentally. So that kind of smoothed into acting a little bit. Some of these people I didn't know that much about, but I don't know if it was so much awe as just I don't know if I was starstruck, but I was just kind of really appreciated where I was at and just kind of amazed. Like, here I am doing this in front of these people. It's like, wow, I couldn't believe it. Like, I never took a day for granted. Everything was just, almost like a dream. Like, I can't believe I'm doing this, So, eventually you got to buckle down and get to work and do your thing. But, it's cool being around those people. And, I never ceased to amaze me. Like Philip Seymour Hoffman, was around him with Moneyball, ate lunch with him a couple times. Just the most down-to-earth, nicest guy you could ever want to meet. And he was a Giants fan. And he lived in New York. He had his own theater company in New York. So, it was cool being around him. But, it was just, I really appreciated every day that I was doing something like that.
Do you now? Did you have to do a lot of practicing? Like even for one scene, I know like a scene that even to say, do you want a cup of coffee, could last about 2 days. Yeah. So how do you prep for that? And were there a lot of outtakes? How do you prepare yourself to something like that all the time?
Well, I didn't want any outtakes because I'm not at that echelon where I kind of have that luxury. So I would just read the script over and over and over and over. Like for Little Big League, I would read it once a day, every day until we started shooting. And that was probably 2 months after I knew I got the job. So I read the script probably 60 times. I knew everybody's lines. I knew my lines. So that kind of helped me get into it. And then, the bigger my parts got, the more I would concentrate on learning everything. In fact, I'm not good at learning off a script. So I would get on the computer and retype all my lines in a bigger font, bold letters,
smart,
and put everybody else's lines a little bit smaller. But yes. I mean, that kind of helped me learn everything and get a feel for it. So when I got on set, I was comfortable, I was relaxed because I knew what I was going to do as far as what I had to say and all that. So it was a lot of preparation. I mean, not unlike baseball, you're out there. When I first got into the A's big league camp, I figured I'm going to get there first. I'm going to be out hitting off the tee. 8 o'clock, I walk into the clubhouse, nobody else is there. But out on the field, already hitting off the tee in full uniform, sweating, was Mark McGwire. I was like, damn, I'm not the first one here. But, say what you want about Mac, but nobody worked harder than he did. So, it's that kind of preparation that I brought into the acting and the discipline from baseball and everything that I followed through with.
Awesome. Before we get to the guys have a couple of questions for you. Katie has a question for you, if you don't mind. Sure. She's one of our great listeners. Katie's great. My question for John is, what do you enjoy the most about being an actor?
Kind of pushing myself and developing and see how good I can be, because you never really know, because you have hundreds and hundreds of auditions. You might not get the job, but you might have felt good about it. So you don't really know, if you're good or not, but eventually you get a job. There's a lot of things that go into it, but most importantly probably is how you do the part, how you present it, how you perform. So for me, it's more of self-development, I would say. It's more of, like I'm progressing at this, moving up the ranks, and, I could, do things with, people that have been established and have been around for a while. So it's more advancing myself in that category, as an actor, just trying to be the best I can be at that.
Awesome. Thank you, Katie, for that question. You're really tremendous, and thanks so much. Guys, have a question for John?
Yeah. First of all, of course, thanks for coming on, John. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Something that I learned from a past interview that you did with our own guy, Nathan here. Your brother was the PR guy for the Devils in 2000 when they won the Stanley Cup.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's great. I'm a big Devils fan. So when I heard that, I was very excited.
Yes.
But yeah, a question I wanted to ask you was, what was, your favorite role that you've played so far in any movie or TV show? And what about that has been, the most joyous thing about that?
I recently did a short film called Recipe for Redemption, where I was a prison guard in a death cell for inmates that are going to be executed. I was in charge of all that. So there was a prisoner who comes in for his last meal, and I bring him in and then take him out. But for me, that was a lot of fun. I really went over that script a lot. I had a good part. It was very well written. The writer-director is a great guy and gave us great material to work with. And it was based in North Carolina. So I'd watch videos from people in North Carolina talking about the accent or what they did. So I tried to pick up a little bit of a North Carolina accent. And the film ended up winning a few different film festivals, won Best Film. There was a festival based out of Cannes, France, that it won Best Film. I got a Best Actor award, something I never expected. And we're going to go to France in June for the ceremony and see what happens. So that Little Big League was a lot of fun, being in baseball and being around all those guys. Like I said, I put in a lot of prep on the script. Physically, I wasn't too far removed from playing. So it was easy for me to get out there and go. And, all kinds of different big league guys. I had an adjoining room in Minneapolis with Brad Leslie, used to pitch for the Reds.
Yes.
And then, hanging out with Ken Griffey Jr., all those people. So, stuff like that is, it's a lot of fun, the process of making it. The final product, you really never know what it's going to be like. But, it's just the process going through it, meeting these people, trying to, do what I practiced and put it out there.
Oh, congratulations on that. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Maybe you could put us in the suitcase when you go to France.
Yes.
Hide us a little bit. That would be awesome.
Yes.
That would be, I promise we won't make noise.
No.
We'll keep your rooms all nice. Don't worry about it.
All right, we need some ziti.
Before Sean asks you a question, I guarantee this has been told to you, but I feel sometimes looking at you, I think I'm talking to Mark Harmon.
Yeah.
So how many? Unbelievable. You guys are brothers. And that is I'm sure you got to take that as a big compliment.
Yeah, I mean, I get that all the time, and most of the times I'm out with the wife, so she'll handle it if somebody says that, because I get it so much. I just try to be nice and polite and respectful for him, so that somebody doesn't walk away saying, "Whatever, now our Carmen guy's an asshole," So I try to be nice when it comes up, but it's sometimes it gets to be a bit much. We were in Las Vegas eating at Paris, like on a Friday night. Place was packed. So the waiter comes up, loses it, just starts going off. Like this part of the restaurant is just staring at me. He demanded to see my ID. He wouldn't quit. He was like, man, just relax. It's not, it's not. But hey, I do get that a lot, but never met him, never did anything with him. So I don't know.
Wow. That's surprising. That is surprising.
Yeah.
But that, that's good. And it is definitely a compliment.
Thank you.
Sean?
Yeah. So what was it like? I mean, Criminal Minds really kind of took off as a successful TV show and long running. But what was it like behind this and doing all that filming with Shamor and Moore and all those guys?
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I was only on for one episode. I was a U.S. ambassador. So, Gary Sinise was right there and everybody else is right there. And, same thing, just not intimidated, but just kind of amazed. Here I am next to these people and I'm working with them, So, I mean, my part was I didn't interact with Gary Sinise. I was kind of on my own. And they had some other, the day before, they took some stills, some pictures to put up on the board that, kind of announced that I was a U.S. ambassador and stuff like that. But it was, thinking of everything that he's done, Lieutenant Dan and all that. And, here I am right next to him. I didn't get to talk to him or anything like that because we were right behind the camera, literally. But, again, just appreciating I'm right here next to him. It was crazy. So
Wow.
it was a great experience to be on there.
I have a quick question. With the way you are and your presence, did you ever consider doing any daytime television like General Hospital, Young and Restless or something? Because I think you'd be wonderful for that.
Oh, thank you. I've had a couple auditions. Nothing ever came of it. This was a little while back when I was younger, but I just, whatever happens to pop up, try to do the best at, but it hasn't been concentrated by my agents or anything like that. So nothing at this point in time, but maybe after being with you guys, somebody will see it and say, hey, let's check that guy out.
Well, call me crazy, but I'm a huge daytime fan. I've been a fan of the Young and the Restless for, oh my God, I'm embarrassed to even say how long, but grew up with my grandmother loving it, my mom loving it, my girlfriend loving it, all of that. So, but and I did a little part on As the World Turns many moons ago.
Really?
I was taking tape over to Geraldo Rivera, and because I was working as a sports reporter, and I went, I didn't know that As the World Turns was right next door to, and I went, oh my God, and I saw all the stars there, and I know, and they were like, they couldn't believe that this one young guy is naming everybody on, and a producer came up to me and says, hey, did you ever think about, I said, are you kidding me? With this face, I'd break every camera imaginable. So, I started laughing. He says, you come with me, kid. I went with them, and I ended up doing 2 parts behind the counter of a bar.
Really?
For the two main characters, and it was such a great thrill. It was amazing. It was so much fun, and it was something I'll never forget. I mean, the 2 things I'll never forget is that and my major interview with George Steinbrenner. Those are my 2 best things that and talking to you because you're a big star, and I'm excited.
Thank you. Did you get video from when you're on the soap opera?
To be honest with you, no. And I always tried.
Yeah.
And everybody, yeah, we can do this, we can do that, and I cannot get it.
How about George?
George was a radio interview.
Oh, wow. So you
That
have
was-
the tape of that, right?
That I have the tape of, yeah.
Well, show it to
that's-
us. Come on, we
that's
want to see it.
I love it.
We want to see it.
It was just an amazing time, but
Yeah.
I'll tell you, but so the thrill. Did you have the when you were doing Little Big League and all of that? How long did that take you? About a year?
I think it was 3 months. We left from Minneapolis just after Labor Day, and we finished up just before Thanksgiving. But they didn't have a really tight schedule to begin with. We had weekends off, Saturdays and Sundays off. And then after a little bit, they took away Saturday. So we'd work 6 days a week, which isn't bad at all. And being in the Metrodome and, in a studio in St. Paul where they had the setup for the locker room. I mean, it's like not even working, just kind of hanging out and enjoying it. But, it was probably 3 months or so, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have one
And then-
for John.
Go ahead.
When acting in Moneyball, was there anything different that you learned about the game from when you were playing with the A's?
Just how, deeply they got into certain stats. When I was playing, they really didn't do that. Now they have catching stats, that gives you a better way to judge what a catcher does. Like with on-base percentage was more important in Moneyball, stuff like that. When I was playing, it wasn't like that. And I didn't know, the importance of it and that Billy being focused on it that much. I mean, when I was with the A's, I used to work out with him in the spring. Before spring training, we'd be at Scottsdale Community College working out. And, you could always tell that he had that in him, something about a GM or something where you knew this guy was going to be successful somewhere, somehow. It might not be in baseball, but you could just tell there was something about it. But, just that he used all that information and did what he did with the budget he had. I mean, that's amazing. And they still, to an extent, do stuff like that. I mean, eventually they got to trade away all their best guys, for salary issues. But, it was pretty amazing to learn all that and how he manufactured the team around that.
Yeah.
That movie was just unbelievable. It was well done. Well,
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
Bennett Miller did a great job. I mean, Brad was great. Philip Seymour Hoffman was great. There was all the players on the team. Those guys did a great job. It was a cool experience to be part of, especially being around the Coliseum. I got to see a few guys that I knew, a couple clubhouse guys that were there when I was there. And just finally getting to the Coliseum, was, a thrill. And so it was quite an experience.
I totally imagine. John the Beagle Dad is a big contributor to our show. I watch Moneyball all the time. One of my favorite baseball movies. It is. It really is an awesome movie, and I'm glad you were in it. You're part of an incredible ride there. We have a question. We have a question for you, John, from Teresa, and she's always given the hard questions. So get ready.
All right.
She says, John, thank you so much for coming on. You're an inspiration to us all. I love actors. I love watching everyone. Criminal Minds galore and all. My question to you is, are you one of the lucky ones that when shows finish or whatever you're doing, do you still get something from the show anytime it's on the air, or because she sees all of these wonderful actors and actresses that get nothing years ago, but what about now? So she gets straight to the point.
All right. Well, if it's a union project, they give what they call residuals.
Right.
So if it's aired somewhere, somehow, even streaming, it's based on your screen time is how they figure out the money. So I get, little things here and there based on screen time.
Good.
So, it's nice. I did a show called Love, Simon, and I was a basketball referee. And I think I said 7 words, but every couple months I'll get a check here and there. And, so if it's union, yeah, if it's non-union, they're not obligated to give you any money. I mean, if they're cool about it and you kind of have a previous agreement, they might, but union wise, it's mandatory that they have to give you a percentage based on your screen time and where it airs and how it shows. It used to be DVD rentals and stuff like that.
Right.
Streaming rentals. So.
Like I feel bad in our era when growing up, you had successful shows like the Brady Bunch, Partridge Family, and they really got a raw deal. And I feel I mean, I know they're stars and all, but they should be compensated one way. I mean, look at I Love Lucy. I mean, which is one of the greatest comedies. I mean, they just forget it. They were incredibly smart people, and everybody got something. So, and that was back in the 50s,
right?
And it's just that way. And I'm really glad. No matter what it is, at least you're getting something, and that makes us feel a lot better because you deserve it. It's a really hard business. It's rewarding, but it's also, people say, oh, for 2 minutes, you don't understand. Listen, they did a movie. They did Out for Justice near my father, the block of my father's bakery in Brooklyn, New York. And for one scene that they're sitting in a cafe on the corner of the bakery, it took a week for like 30 seconds. There was oh my God, 500 people.
Yeah.
That they had to buy out all the in the bakery, all the bread, all the don't everything we had because we couldn't keep the bakery open.
Yeah.
So it was and 2 minutes. People don't understand. It's not like you're doing you're sipping your coffee. Okay, let's go get them. No, it's not like that. And I'm sure you have you got to have a story to tell that like a 10-second screen could be 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, I just worked on a project called The First Christmas with Kevin Costner. It was on ABC probably the first part of December, but I was there 3 days, probably 7 in the morning till 5, 6 at night. I was his stand-in. So I had the script. I would go over his lines and go through everything, and then he would come in and do it. So 3 days technically worth of stuff. They might have used, I don't know, a minute and a half on the final project, I think, something like that. But yeah, it was crazy. The amount of time that we were there, and then what they used in the final copy was minuscule compared to that.
Wow. I mean, that's a dream. That's really a dream, John, because doing what you're doing, it's not everybody can do this. Not I can be an actor, I can be a ball player. Well, that's why there's only 725 baseball players at one time,
right?
And the actors, it's just amazing. And we, tip the hat and everything for what you do because people, you got to understand the work, the energy. That's why they deserve everything that they get. They're not playing a little boy's game and hitting a baseball. Yes, it's hard. I'm not saying no, but you got to understand 2 minutes being on TV means 2-3 weeks sometimes.
Yeah.
So you can imagine doing it steady, like a soap opera, like, whatever it is, how hard it is. So, the guy right in front of us right here, you got to give him the prompts like crazy because it's just it's an amazing job, and it's and thank you for your amazing work. It's just really I can't say enough. I envy what you do because it's just a great feeling. And listen, if you can make somebody smile, that's my motto. You can make one person smile. You made their day, then you did your job. And it's not a job because you enjoy it.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. I've been at it 35 years. I started in 1990, so
wow.
Yeah, just piece it together, and one thing hopefully leads to another, and you progress, and you develop and you get better, and who knows where it could go. So, but yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Now, you have any any projects that we can look forward to coming up? Anything going on?
There's a couple in pre-production. One, I'm going to be a lawyer in a sex abuse case, so that'll be an interesting part. And then another one was a jazz club owner in a story kind of like Mo Better Blues, something like that. So those are in the infant phases, but hopefully everything will progress and we'll get to shoot it all. So, but I got to ask you guys: is Cody Bellinger coming to the Yankees?
Oh my God, that is the $1 million question right now. We hear so many reports, John, that it's driving us crazy. Yeah. This is the first year. I followed the Yankees for a long time. I've seen the ups and downs, the good, the bad, the ugly. I am baffled. For the first time, I don't know what to believe. I don't even believe the insiders anymore because I don't really think they know really. Once the Yankees close that door to that war room, nobody knows what's going on with the Yankees. They are a very, very secretive team, and it's tough. It really is tough.
I saw you said that at this point the Yankees are probably bidding against themselves to get
yes.
him.
Wow, you really do listen. Holy cow, you really mean that.
Well, that could be a big pickup. I mean, especially, a left-handed hitter in Yankee Stadium. That's huge for you guys.
Protection behind Judge.
Yeah, and now that Judge is making it really adamant out in the, public that he wants him back.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think Cody, because remember, Cody was begging Boris to to get him traded to the Yankees.
Uh-huh.
And, that work got done. It's just, the classic hurry up and wait. I mean, I used to be in the military, so, you got used to that. Oh, we're going to no, get here early. Oh, no, you're going to wait and stand in formation for 5 hours. And,
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
I just feel that I think I still feel in the heart of hearts, they are bidding against themselves. Mm-hmm. They have a plan between, let's say his father, his family, because, his father played for the Yankees for a couple of championship years. Mm-hmm. And I believe that, he said, under no circumstances, I want to be a Yankee. And Scott Boras, being Scott Boras, what he does, he said, okay, fine, but I'm going to get you every dollar I can. And, he's got to do his job. I mean, he's we may not like it, how he does it, but he's amazing at his job. And,
right.
And what he does is just unbelievable. I believe at the end of the day that Bellinger will be a Yankee. And they still have a couple of tricks up their sleeve, but it's going to be tough. Baseball is very, everything is out in the open now. It's not like when George Steinbrenner was, just shelling out 20 million here, 10 million there. Now you're talking 200 million, 800 million, John, the money that we see. And then how could we say, when they cry that they don't have any money, it's like you have 50,000 people in Yankee Stadium every night.
Yeah.
Okay, and I understand. I mean, they have to pay the city $100 million in April. I get that. But what makes me laugh, John, is this. When they turn around and they say, okay, so let's say last year when the dust clears, they made $35 million. Okay, great. Now this year they made $25 million. So they're not going to tell you they made $25 million. They're going to tell you they lost $10 million.
Right.
And they think that, we're a little dumb. You made $25 million.
Yeah.
Where do you lose? Yeah, but I made 35. But you're still in the plus column. Who are you fooling?
Nobody's check bounced.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get it. I really, it's beyond me. But this is the way it is. And listen, I try to be fair with both. I've been on management side, I've been on union side of my job. So I know more or less in the middle. And that's what I try to tell the fans here and the listening audience, because you got to have patience. It doesn't happen. It's like with your job. Mm-hmm. Eventually you're gonna be called for something. If you're good at it, you're gonna get called. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but it's gonna be next week. It's gonna happen. And fans are, Yankee fans are spoiled with two things: Derek Jeter and Mariano Rivera. So there's nobody that can, in my opinion, right now, that can replace Mariano Rivera. It just won't happen. And I kept saying it in those years, the Yankee, enjoy this and enjoy George Steinbrenner, because it'll never happen again.
Yeah.
And that's the problem that we have here. And I'm just asked here from Amy. Amy asks in the chat. She can't come on the chat, but she's on the cell phone in our Joe Yankees here. She asks, what do you think? What do you think the next step for baseball is, in your opinion? Do you feel they're headed for a big crash as far as a lockout or some type of stoppage because of everything that's going on?
Hopefully not. Hopefully they're smart enough to realize what they have. Things are good now. Everybody's interested in baseball. They want to watch. Attendance is up, viewership is up. Why would you want to mess with something like that? But you never know. It's happened before. Could happen again. They lost the World Series because of it. You would hope not, but it's 50-50, I would say, still going forward.
Jacob Petruzzi has a question for you, and it says, do you think that acting is tougher than playing baseball?
Acting, I think I can control more, whereas baseball, you're dependent on, if Java Chamberlain is on that day, you're gonna have a tough go of it, But I can learn my lines. I could know everything about it. That's not that big of a deal. Or if I'm catching and I take, get a couple foul balls. We were in Memphis one night, and 2 consecutive pitches I got off of my left big toe, foul balls. I mean, what are the odds of something like that happening? 2 consecutive pitches right off my left big toe. So I was in the hospital after the game, but so you can't control stuff like that. And then, I didn't come out of the game. I had to finish the game. So, I think it's tougher playing baseball than acting.
Definitely more injuries, contact.
Yeah, a lot of stuff comes up that you just can't control.
Well, Evan, your brother has a question. Yes. Why don't you pour it out?
Yeah, this is my Mets fan brother, Jason. He says, who is your favorite baseball team, John?
Well, I grew up in Cleveland area, so I like to see them do well. Yeah. Growing up, I was a Reds guy, though, because that was Bench, Perez, Pete Rose, all those guys. But,
Big Red Machine.
Yep. And then being a Reds fan, I always hated the Dodgers, and I still hate the Dodgers. Yeah. And when we were going to games, the Yankees weren't all that good, but I like watching baseball when the Yankees are good. It just makes it more exciting. It's just better, So, but I still like to see Cleveland do as well as they can,
Well, you say you're a big Reds guy. Okay.
Used to be.
Let's play a little game. In 75 and 76 Reds, can you name me the 8 guys and one starting pitcher? Give me the infield, the outfield, and the pitcher. And then I'll say you're a Reds guy.
Bench behind the plate. You had Perez at first, Morgan at second, Concepcion at short. I think Pete might have been at third that time. Geronimo was in center. I don't know if Griffey was in right. Maybe George Foster in left.
Mm-hmm.
I might get a couple of those confused. Pitching wise, was Gary Nolan still around, or Jack Billingham,
mm-hmm.
or Tom Gullett? Was that it?
Tom Gullett. Very
Pine
good.
Gully.
Okay, I believe you.
Yeah, and,
I
But,
believe.
and that's
So
when you guys had what, Munson, and can you go through that lineup?
Sure. Munson behind the plate, Chambliss at first, Willie at second, Bucky Dent at short, Greg Nettles at third, Roy White in left, Mickey Rivers in center, Reggie Jackson in right, Lou Piniella DH. The pitching staff was Ed Figueroa, Mike Torres, and the list just goes on and on. You had Sparky Lyle, Dick Tidrow in the bullpen.
Very nice.
and one legendary manager in Billy Martin.
Billy Martin. Yeah, well, my favorite player, John, of all time was Bobby Mercer. Bobby Mercer was a legend, and to meet him was like the greatest thrill. Wow. And may he rest in peace. And I speak to his wife once in a while.
Oh, nice.
And I would do anything to put him into the Yankee. I mean, not the regular Hall of Fame. Of course, the numbers are good, but they're not good enough. But for the Yankees in Monument Park, he belongs there. Yeah. And I'm sorry, he should not be sharing the number with Billy Martin. That is a travesty, and I'll go to the ends of the earth to change that, because that is not right. Bobby Mercer did everything for the New York Yankees. Yeah. Everything.
He was the guy.
He was the guy in the early 70s. And then, I mean, and even he was involved in one of the biggest trades when it came down to, he got traded for Bobby Bonds. Yeah. And then that trade a year later became Mickey Rivers and Ed Figueroa. So you really traded them for two guys that beat the Red Sox. And that's when the Yankees were smart, a real smart organization, that they got players that beat the teams they needed to beat. Where that went, I have that argument all the time. Where did that come? And they say, you should be the GM. I would love to. I'm telling you, John, I swear, you'll be my manager. I'm telling you right now, I would straighten this out in no time.
Well, Cashman's had you close. I mean, you're right there, I think he's done a good job. I don't know if you guys are fed up with him by now, but, the Yankees are always right there.
It's not a question of fed up. I think the game has revolved. I think it's changed totally. And I think that he still believes he's in that, the 90s, in that realm where he learned from people like Bob Watson and G. Michael and George and those guys, which of course they were tremendous talents. But there are, what comes in question is some of the biggies like Derek Jeter, he kind of pissed off. Aaron Judge, he kind of, there are a lot of guys there that, he is not, he's not the negotiation part. They need somebody. And I would love Kim, a woman by the name of Kim Ang to take over. She was under him for a little while, and then she went to run the Miami.
She was with the Dodgers too, wasn't she?
Right, exactly. And she learned from a lot of smart people. And if she came in with her knowledge of international and all that, I think that would straighten out the Yankees like that. I really do.
And she gave us,
Bruno
gave us Big G
right in front of us.
She gave us Big G.
Yeah. Well, that was Derek Jeter too.
Yeah.
What about the guy they just signed from Mexico? Do you think he's going to have an impact?
Nick Torres.
Nick Torres.
Yeah.
I think he might.
He's 32 years old. I mean, he might be one of Cashman's. I call them five and dimers. Yeah. And it might work for just a couple of months, but those couple of months might make us win the East. Well, I say we. I'm sorry. I mean the Yankees. For that, to do that. But the problem is that they expect too much and then they wait too long to progress with somebody else. The Yankees don't react. They need, how many times they go in now? They went to get Juan Soto, but they had no left field. And then they had a first baseman who was hurt. I mean, how do you go into the World Series? You're six men really. You don't have a left fielder. You don't have a first baseman. It's amazing they reached where they reached thanks to Soto and Judge. I mean, let's face it.
Yeah.
Soto, Judge, and Stanton in the playoffs.
Right,
Yeah.
and Stanton in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Good pitching staff too.
But it's an interesting ride, and John, another thing that we do here, we do entertainment. Obviously a show like this, and we would love it. Whenever you're available, whatever, if you come on, you grace us coming on and talking to us and talking to everyone, at least during the baseball season too. It would be great. We also do a play-by-play. So if that might be something, do something different, do something, come up. Evan is our play-by-play man for the Yankee games. He's going to be doing the Super Bowl.
Oh, nice.
And we're also going to have a really, really good halftime. So if people not crazy about Bad Bunny, well, we're gonna have singing. We're gonna have singers. We're gonna have cooks. We're gonna be doing some fun stuff. So,
Cool.
if between like you, Nitin, and all, if we would love to have you back. I mean, anybody, and the guests that Nitin bring up, you guys are all aces. There's not one person that they're just amazing, and they would like to come back, and I would love to have you back, and I think it goes for the panel too.
Thank you. Yeah, anytime.
Oh, yeah.
Just let me know if I can make it.
But we do have a little surprise for you, and we're going to bring him up right now.
Yo,
There he
There he
is.
is.
what's up, John?
Nathan, how are you?
Good. How you been?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me? Hello,
No.
You
I
should.
don't know.
hello.
John, do you hear Nitin?
Nathan, I don't hear you.
Uh-oh.
Nitin?
Let's see. I don't think I touched anything.
No.
Can you hear me, Evan, Joe?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. I guess
Yeah.
maybe.
I can't hear Nathan. Oh,
That's weird.
maybe
Well,
my
Nitin,
screen-
you want to
John,
talk
can you
to
hear
him,
me?
and then we can always bring it to him.
Yeah, but no, John, thank you for joining Joe, Sean, and Evan. They do a great job, and my team. I don't know if you've seen the past episodes. All the guests that come on the shows through my team and I's, and then you're added to that list. And like I said, thank you for joining Joe, Sean, and Evan. They do a great job, and we love helping them out. And obviously taking all of you guys taking the time just to join this platform is kind of cool for them, and then for you guys, and obviously the chat. The chat does a great job with the questions, and yeah.
John, you hear me, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, unfortunately, you didn't hear him, but basically what he said is, of course, thank you for coming on. His team brings a lot of the guests here, and with so much knowledge and all. And basically, he's just it's just an amazing feat what you do and what everybody does. And they have a lot of contacts, and they try to bring the best they can. And of course, he's also with Jabber and the Mouth Show, and his own show, which, by the way, you did a fantastic job, the two of you,
Thank
in
you.
the interview, which I got to see.
Tell him that tell him the PR manager for the Java. I work with Java Chairman. Let him know that I work with Java.
Yeah, he's also the PR guy for Jabba Jabba Chamberlain, Jabba and the Mouth. So I feel bad that you guys can't in a lock here.
Can you hear me? Let me.
I don't. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but let me.
Yeah, we can both. We can all hear you guys, but you guys can't
Right,
hear.
let
I
me
can't
drop
hear
back.
nothing. No.
Let me drop back
No.
down, and you add me back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
He's going to drop down and he's going to come back because we wanted to give you the little surprise, for that. And it's
But,
got to
you
be
know.
something in
He'll
the
be back.
maybe the weather.
He joins us from the car. He joins us from his house. Everywhere.
It's technology. Sometimes it cuts out.
Yeah, I was thinking I bumped something or
John, can you hear me now?
still can't hear him.
Oh,
Wow.
Wait, try.
Sorry.
How about
Sorry.
Oh man.
Well, basically what he's saying,
never happened
John,
before.
is that he thanks you a million times, and really, you do an incredible job. It was always a pleasure seeing you in the movies, commercials, wherever you are, and I second, third, fourth, and fifth that all the time, and really, this has been an honor, and really, thank you so much. And we would love to have you back, John, anytime. And also, if there's anything you'd like to promote, do you like us to say for you? I would be more than happy to put it in our community.
Thank you.
If there's anything outstanding, whatever you'd like, you are more than welcome. Text me, send it to us at YankeeMania, and I'd be more than happy to put it in our community because you deserve that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It was great to be on with you guys. I enjoy what you do, and I appreciate you having me. I am on Instagram, so it's JOHN_MINCH. And that has more importance every day in acting because a lot of people will ask how many followers you have. And sometimes they'll base jobs on something like that. It's one of the things.
We'll get you a lot more people if you need people to go on there, don't worry. I'll get the whole caboodle.
Thank you. Appreciate
no
it.
question about that. Don't worry about that.
Thank you. Yeah, and I'd love to be back with you guys anytime you want. It's great to talk with you.
Appreciate it.
Awesome.
And be safe, you and your family. First of all, happy New Year.
Thank you.
Be safe, please, and really have a wonderful time. I hope you have a great new year with, all new ventures and everything. But let us know first so that we know what's going on. I want to be the one to break the news.
I will. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You guys have a great New Year's too. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Again,
You as well.
enjoy, and we'll talk to you soon. May God bless you and your family.
Thank you. You guys as well.
Thank you so much, John.
See you.
Take care. Well, that was John Mintz, everyone. Thank you, Nitin, for setting up this absolutely wonderful. And I knew it was going to be good. The minute he came up, he was laughter. It was amazing.
I told you that you got to stay tuned, guys. More to come.
Awesome. Absolutely.
It was an honor and a privilege. I know I say that a lot, but it is
thank
true.
you very much. It's an honor. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Man,
I got a compliment. Oh,
What am I, top liver?
I'm a
No,
top
Joe.
liver here.
No, you guys are all included. Like the family.
Well,
all in the family. Yep,
but
that's
no,
what we
glad
are.
that my team and I could help you out with this. And John is a great guy, and more to come, like I said.
Yeah, and oh my God, he looks like Mark Harmon. Holy cow!
But, yeah.
Wow.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one thinking. I was like, man, he could be brothers with Mark Harmon.
Well,
Or Pat's Mark Harmon's son.
I'm glad you didn't say sisters. Get it? It's a joke. Laugh. No, what amazed me was he actually listens and watches the show.
Well, thanks to us that we sent him the link. So.
Well, he must have said, "Let me see what this clown Joe is all about." And then he said, "He may not be. He might look like an orangutan, but I think."
All right, so John just texted us saying, "Thank you so much. Had a great time," and he said, "Sorry, I couldn't hear me, but he said he hopes you guys have a great day, but he enjoyed it." He said,
"Thank you."
Oh well.
Yeah.
Let him know we enjoyed it too.
Yep.
But he probably was like, man, that Sean is such a clown.
Well, maybe you're a clown until he heard you were military. Then you were a special person. Then he heard that Evan was a play-by-play man. So even though he's a Net fan and a Devil fan, we forgive him.
Well, I mentioned that devil thing to him, so that was cool.
Yeah, he liked that. Well, the Devils, I forgive you. I mean, the Nets, I forgive you. The Devils, I'm a little.
That was because you were on the Rangers, right? You worked for the Rangers, MSG. So
Yeah,
I
well,
understand that.
I work for all of them. I mean, I'm not the biggest Knick fan, as you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
And he's not a big Islander fan.
the Islanders. Oh God.
Let's
Yeah,
go Rangers and Hurricanes tonight, Joe. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah. But while that game's going on, we're gonna be. And guys,
Also, today is our Job of the Mouse show at 6:30. Please tune in there. At 6:30 and also 8:00. It's the show with Chef Nick, Maria, Joe, and then also a surprise guest on there.
yes, you're gonna
Right.
absolutely be amazed with this guest coming up, guys. You really, I'm telling you, you're gonna like, wow. Things that come out of Maria and her family are just you gotta wow it. I can tell you one thing. This person that came up in one sitting of a short, he got 2,300,000 views.
Yep. Wow.
That's all I can tell you. And it's all legit. And it's all legit. And Drew Barrymore absolutely adores him. Adores him. And I saw him 2 weeks ago. My brother, myself, my sister-in-law, we all wanted to wrap him up and bring him home. He's amazing. He's so much fun, and you got to listen in, guys. Maria's basically, she says, we interview, but I want her to, this is her pleasure. This is what she wanted to bring on.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a fun ride. I'm really looking forward to it. I really am. And also, some fun stuff for the table for a New Year. It's hard to believe that New Year's, my God, guys, it's really New Year's.
2 more days. 2 more days.
Can you believe it?
Yes, 2 more days. Wednesday. So
Yeah, and I just can't believe it. It was like yesterday that we just started the podcast. March 29th, Yankee opening day. I went on for a little bit, and then like, man, we're going in to say Happy New Year. It's just amazing, and I can't wait for the crystal ball. Hey guys, did you check my my little food video this afternoon?
Yes.
Did you?
Yeah.
If you didn't like it, you could tell me.
No, it was all right. It was good. It was
Sunset
just
pizza, nice. Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good.
my team and I shared it. So
Thank you.
And
I went in there and they go, "Oh, there's a guy from YankeeMania," and I like turned around and I said,
Instagram page for the pizzeria. Looked at it on Instagram.
"Yeah, that was great. That was great."
But now you're making me hungry.
Actually, that second half of the sandwich I could not eat. I still have it. The thing is packed with eggplant and mozzarella and homemade sauce. And I'm telling you, and I had 6. They gave me 6 garlic knots, and I ate one. I have like the whole thing. But I'm so full that I'm gonna wait till after the Maria show and everything else. So, guys, anybody look at the latest news? Anything at all?
I gave you guys an update in the group chat. Okamoto's travels to the U.S. to meet with teams in person in the U.S.
And
Okay.
the Padres and the Pirates are the 2 favorites. I think the Angels too are involved, but the Padres and the Pirates are the 2 favorites for Okamoto.
What
see.
is up with the Pirates? Holy cow!
They're trying to win.
We'll see what happens. But the Yankees need to make a move, and that Bellinger. We need news on that Bellinger front. Maybe something, but this market's moving
All we
slower
keep hearing
than
is that
that.
the Yankees want to retain him. That's all we keep hearing. The Yankees are confident that they'll retain Bellinger. That's all we keep hearing.
That's all
For
we
now.
keep hearing for now.
How
But
are you
I
feeling,
think this will
Bronx
build up.
Bomber? Are you feeling a little bit better, man? Are you taking the medicine they want you to take?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
feel
hope
better,
you're
Charles.
feeling better.
Yeah.
He hurt his.
Yeah.
Sort of- Yeah.
Feel better there, Charles.
He hurt his toe. And Nitin, you sounding better than you did yesterday,
Yeah,
100%.
better, yeah.
So the
So-
tea and that broth really did wonders for you.
The chicken broth. Yep. Shout out to Chef Nick for that.
Hey,
Yeah.
and that tea.
That tea also, Sean. Shout out to Sean also for that tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I told you about what I said. Make sure you do Cold Thailand also. Can I get a little love also?
Yes.
Man,
No.
everybody forgets about
But
me. Nobody
Nathan-
gets a damn. Oh my God.
Evan provides nothing for anybody.
I provide my smile.
Well, no.
That help. And a 5-year-old. And a
Oh,
5-year-old.
no, by the way, your cousin is he's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's very cute. Very, very cute.
Yeah.
I
You can
love
tell
that
me.
shirt.
Like I
I
said,
love
we
that shirt.
We should do a Wyatt stream. A
Yes.
Wyatt stream, and
We'll
also
do a mini YankeeMania stream with Ken's grandsons, Wyatt, and all those guys.
and
And
also,
that will make for kids only.
Yes.
yeah, and also
And I'll put on my Mickey Mouse suit.
yeah.
I'll have Lauren come on as Mrs. Mickey,
Yeah.
and we'll have we'll have a nice Disney show. Hey, listen, we do everything else, so we might as well have a Disney.
And also,
No.
but we have to get the play-by-play in with Jason and Evan.
Yes. Subway
Yes.
Series, possibly.
Yeah,
Hey,
that'll be really, really cool. That I would like.
yo, I hope you guys didn't mind when I suggested the whole Subway series. But
Oh, yeah. No, I
thought
liked
popped
it.
in my head. I just put it in the chat.
Yeah, I like that idea, Sean. It's a good idea.
No, that is, yeah, as you know, we're gonna do a whole boatload of Yankee games this year, guys. So get ready. You know, and I don't want to be the one that keeps calling the game, so you guys better be ready.
Oh, we'll be
Come on,
ready.
Joe. We liked it. 2 and 2, and how do you do?
Hey, Sean, do it. How do you do?
No, we're gonna go over that on our Crystal Ball show. All the funny things.
I feel a home run coming.
Everything that happened. All kind. Evans like, huh? How did you call that home run?
No.
Or Evans dances like they look like a big string bean running around. And just,
Like one of those things that just flies in the air and just.
fly me to the moon. Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
But we're still waiting for Nitin to get up, take off his shirt, and start boogieing. Push in the bush.
We need the Yankees to make a big move. So
Yeah, once the Yankees make a big move, I'm making a special one. He better get his buns on the show, and he's going to dance.
Yep.
Dance.
Dance the night away.
Dance the night away. No, I feel. what was
Dance,
that?
dance, revolution. No.
I feel like dancing, dance the night away. Woo!
Oh,
Dancing.
Sean has a dance also.
Sean is going to dance with a gun in his hand. Watch out. I'm going to get everybody.
nah. But
And then we're going to have Ken. We're going to have Ken and Nitin together doing the box trot. Oh, that'll be good. Or doing the mambo.
Oh,
Everybody do the mambo. Can you teach me the mambo? Come on, Ken. Get your buns over here and let's get going here on the Crystal Ball show. I can't wait. That's going to be really fun, guys. You're gonna look into that ball and you're gonna say, "What's in the future for me? And what's in the future for the Yankees? What would you like to happen?" I mean, obviously, we all want to win the lottery, but you can't dream that. It's just gotta happen. But guys, it was a great stream.
guys, great job, at John. You guys did a great job.
Yeah, this was awesome. We will be back in 3 hours, everyone, at 8:00 with a great entertainment show. Please show your love for Maria, for Chef Nick, and we're gonna have a wonderful interview. We're gonna have entertainment. Is what it's all about. We're gonna have some singing. We're gonna have extra singing. We're gonna have some new surprises and recipes for your New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. things you should have, what you shouldn't have. Ask a question if you have a favorite food, but you can't eat it because of a situation. Well, they're going to tell you what to replace with it so that you can enjoy a little bit of your favorite food. So come in with your questions, everyone, and get ready for a really, really nice time. And it'll be a lot of fun to each and every one of us. So, guys, some final thoughts. I think John was an amazing guest, one of the best guests that we've had. He was so down to earth and one of us. And I loved it when he said that he really listened and watched our show. That meant the world to me. It really did. I don't know about you guys, but it meant a lot to me.
Well,
No,
like
it meant the world to me.
we send them the link so you can watch the stuff.
That's great. Thank you, Nitin.
Maybe he's a subscriber too.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, no, it's always fun when the guests tell us that they watch or that they like the stuff that we do. It makes us feel good because they have a lot of credibility. So it's a good
Yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah.
So final words, guys. Now tomorrow we have a 4:00 stream again, and we have Alex and Tron.
Strong.
And guys, are you both able to come on?
Yes, sir. 4 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Well, at least you didn't call me yes, ma'am. That's pretty good. I'm glad about that. Thank
Not
you.
my
I appreciate that, guys. And if you can push the show for tonight, push the Java show.
Yes.
Give Java some love. We'll go in at 6:30, say hello, and rah him.
Yeah,
And,
we have two guests on tonight for that show. So.
Awesome. And listen, I'm just so excited with the upcoming year, and I just wish that the Yankees would do one thing. So, final words, Sean or Evan, whoever wants to go first, go ahead.
Well, great interview. Liked it. Something different, but good perspective. Didn't know that he played for the A's in spring training, so that was cool to see in the minor leagues too. So that was fun.
Yeah,
And, just another great interview. Another great job by Nathan. Great catch, and a lot of fun. So we'll keep it rocking. Job in the mouth. 6:30 tonight, and then 8 o'clock special show with Joe, Chef Nick, and Maria, as well as a surprise. So be on the lookout, guys.
Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sean, what do you got to say?
Well, no, John Minch, thanks for coming on. It was an honor and a privilege. It's a great interview. But also for the Yankees, I got 2 words for you. Re-sign Bellinger.
Yeah.
Yep. Good words.
Yep.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, you guys go and check out the Job on the Mouth show, and then come back here at 8 p.m. sharp for our holiday special with Joe, the Wild Man,
Yeah.
and and then Chef Nick, the other Wild Man, and the fabulous, marvelous Maria Ventura. Venuto. Sorry.
That's
sorry. Run off 2 hours sleep.
It's like
Ventuno gets the top billing, and we're small crumbs, but that's okay. No,
do you guys know that Ventuno means 20 in Italian?
Really?
Very good.
Yeah.
I don't know much about
Italian. Italiano. We gotta be careful with this little man over here. He knows his Italiano.
Not so little anymore.
But either way.
What is one in Italian?
Uno.
Uno.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh yeah.
And now the one and the only Nathan, who's getting better. Thank God.
Well, awesome interview, guys. You did a great job with John. Shout out to the chat for the great questions, and Evan, Sean, Joe, you guys did great also with the questions. And guys, tune in tomorrow. My team and I also booked Alex and Tron for this show at 4 p.m. Eastern, Texas Rangers hitting coach. So tune in there, get your questions ready for that. and also obviously tune in at 6:30 for our Job of the Mouse show. We have 2 guests on tonight for that show, so tune in for that. And then 8 p.m. Eastern, obviously the big show here with Chef Nick, Maria, and Joe. So that's be a good one. But yeah, guys, keep it up. Keep up the great work. Continue liking, subscribing to this channel. A lot of big things happening here, and also with our Job of the Mouse show and Nathan Sports Rush. So a lot of events coming up next year already that I booked. So stay tuned for that. But like I said, Joe, Evan, Sean, you guys did a fantastic job with John, and he enjoyed it, obviously. So great job, and tomorrow should be fun. Tomorrow should be fun also with Alex and Sean. So
Sounds good to me. Thank you. And everybody in the chat, thank you for being here. We really appreciate it. On your way out, please press that like button. We really appreciate that too. And of course, anybody in here that's not showing up in the chat or the eye, please press that subscribe button, please. We really, well, I can't stress that enough. With everything going on here, don't let us down. We want that 1,000 subs by March 25th or 28th, whatever it is. Let's do this, guys. We can do it. We really can do this.
Mhm.
So God bless you all. God bless America. Come back for 6:30 for Jobber in the Mouth and 8 o'clock for us. We really appreciate it, everyone. Get ready to dance a little bit. Get ready to rock and roll as far as some different recipes.
Doing. How do you do?
Doing. How do you do? Over and out, everyone. See you at 8 p.m. Have a great night. Thank you, Evan. Thank you, Sean. And thank you, Nathan. Thank you, everybody in the
Great
chat.
day.
Love you.
Yep, great job. See you guys.